Grateful for God's intervening, Lord, your intervening power made tangible, how you and your infiniteness can come and get in our finiteness, and for you to be tangible, show up, manifest, speak so clearly in such a immeasurable moment. I'm thinking about this other time, which I don't have anybody to corroborate. If I ever told the story and it went out publicly, like far and wide, maybe somebody would come forward and say, that was me that day, lady. But I was driving down the 10 freeway. This is before the time of finding the lost baby, so it had to be over 20 years ago. I was driving down the 10 freeway here in LA, and it was dusk. And sometimes things look different at dusk. So you have to be very much aware when you're driving, when the sun is setting. And so I'm driving down the 10, I'm in the far right lane, a motorcyclist is jetting, he's like gunning, and he hits the median because I don't think he saw it. He hits the median, the motorcycle goes up in the air, comes down, and he comes down, boom. The anointing, again, that heavy coat, like, falls on me. But this time, y'all, it wasn't like the day of the baby. It was like nothing I have ever experienced before or since. This anointing that fell on me, I pulled the car over in the freeway, and I don't know how I got out of that car so quick, because it was like I stepped away and it was like I was in my body and out of my body simultaneously, and something else had taken over my body. I got out of the car, must have grabbed the keys, locked the door, shut the door. I think I remember putting on my flashers. I'm on the freeway, and I turned to run back, but it's not me running. It's not me. It's something so heavy that it sounded like beating the pavement, sound like boom, 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 boom when I was running. Boom, boom, boom. And as I got to the guy, he was laid out on the ground on the freeway, and there was something flowing from him. It wasn't blood, it looked clear. And just again, the anointing totally taking over my body. I pointed to him and I said, "You shall not die." It wasn't my voice either. "You shall not die, but you shall live and declare the works of the Lord." And I remember drawing my hand back and pointing again. "You shall not die, but you shall live and declare the works of the Lord." And then I saw him come to. I saw him like open his eyes and come to. I think he kind of looked at me. And then the anointing was wearing, I could feel it like lifting. And then I could hear the ambulance coming. And so the ambulance got there and he was still conscious. And then it was like the anointing left me and I knew to get back in the car and go home. But when going back to the car, I was shaking like, oh, not out of like fear. It was out of carrying that heavy anointing and my body just reacting to having carried that. And when I got in the car and I finally calmed myself down, I calmed down, and then I just went home. So I don't know what happened after I left. All I know is that heavy, heavy, heavy anointing was on me and took over. This is not like the baby day. It's not like any of those days where I would yield to the anointing and move and dance. This was something that I had no frame of reference for. And so who knows what happened with that young man who must have come to and saw some lady, but who knows what he saw?
Right.
right? And so all of that is conjecturous. All I know is what I know. And it never occurred to me to tell anybody. I never told, this is the first time I'm telling this publicly. I've rehearsed it in my mind. I've been before the Lord with it, you know. It's like, oh, remember that happened, God. But I've never told anyone. And I think that all the many stories that I have over the many years, all the miracles, you know, where God by his spirit can bear witness, that is important, especially in this time where God is requiring, you know, his glory. Now it's time for me to get my glory. During this time in particular, where he can open up my mouth and tell the story regardless of who was there, regardless of whether there was a witness or not, to tell his glory stories, so many miracles, miracle after miracle after miracle, after small miracles, big miracles, and all in between miracles of God moving and grooving in our lives. So tangible, so present. The story